Welcome. In the last video, we had discussed about square law modulator, which is a process to generate the amplitude modulated signal. Now let us discuss another modulation process, that is switching or gated modulator. The circuit consists of a diode and a bandpass filter, and the circuit looks like this. Here, suppose this one is the message signal MT and this is the carrier signal XT. Here a diode is present and here is the bandpass filter. Suppose carrier signal XT is AC cos omega CT and the message signal MT is AM cos omega MT. Now we know that modulation index is equals to AM upon AC, and we also know that value of M is always less than 1. That means AC is greater than AM, which implies that carrier signal is dominating with respect to the message signal. Now here this VIT is the addition of the message signal and the carrier signal. Here when the carrier signal is in the positive half cycle, that is its value is positive, then whatever be the sign of the message signal, since XT is the dominating between MT and XT, this VIT will be positive, and when this is negative, VIT will be negative. Considering the diode to be an ideal, in the forward bias condition, the diode will have zero impedance, whereas in the reverse bias condition, it will have infinite impedance. Now in forward bias condition, VOT will be VIT, because in forward bias condition the diode will be replaced by short circuit and this voltage will be across here also. So this is equals to VIT, and in reverse bias condition output voltage will be 0, because here we will replace the diode with an open circuit and hence voltage here will be 0. Now from these two conditions we can assume another signal PT whose value is 0 for the negative half cycle and is 1 for the positive half cycle, and we can rewrite this condition like this. Here for the positive half, PT is 1, that is VOT is VIT, that is in forward bias condition, that means when XT is positive, and this is 0 when it is in negative half, that is when XT is in negative half cycle. Here this PT is a signal which is equivalent to the carrier signal and it has same frequency to that of the carrier signal. Now suppose PT signal is a pulse trend signal, and since it is a periodic signal, we can write it in the form of Fourier series. So we can write PT equals to A0 plus summation of AN cos n omega CT plus BN sin n omega CT from n equals to 1 to infinity. Now let us find the values of Fourier constants. A0 is 1 upon time period integration of minus Tc by 2 to plus Tc by 2 Pt into dt. After solving, we will get A0 equals to half An equals to 2 by n pi sine of n pi by 2, and since Pt is a periodic signal, Vn will be 0. And after putting these values in the equation of Pt, we will get Pt equals to this. Now VOT, VIT into Pt, if we consider that both the signals are added, then VIT will be MT plus XT into half plus this. After solving this is the result. Let us mark the terms now. And now let us draw the frequency spectrum. This is the frequency spectrum in the positive direction, where this one is the first term, this is the second term, this is the third, fourth, this is 9, and this is again 10th. Now when we pass this signal VOT through the bandpass filter with characteristic frequency of omega c, signals in this frequency will get passed and the rest of the signals will get suppressed, and hence in the output we will get these three signals only. Hence the output frequency spectrum will look like this. Let us now see the necessary conditions for the BPF so that it can pass these signals without any distortion. First, there should not be any overlap between these two signals, that is FC minus FM should be greater than FM, that is FC should be greater than 2FM. This is for practical BPF. For ideal BPF, FC should be greater than or equals to 2FM. And second, this FC plus FM should be less than FC, that is FC should be greater than FM. Now combining these two conditions, the necessary condition is FC greater than 2FM. So this is the necessary condition for the BPF to pass the signals without any distortion. Beg your pardon, in this diagram, this is VOT and this is ST, the modulated signal. This is VOT at this point. So the output ST will be 2 by pi AM cos omega mt into cos omega ct plus AC cos omega ct upon 2. Taking AC cos omega ct common, we will be left with 1 plus so our output is this, which is equivalent to the modulated signal in amplitude modulation, where AC dash is the modified amplitude and Ka is a constant which is equivalent to the inverse of the amplitude of carrier signal. So thus we have completed the generation process of amplitude modulated signal. In the next video we will discuss about the demodulation of AM waves.